What's up, everybody? Whoa, let's go back to that music. I don't want to completely cut it out. Fuck it, play the whole thing, right? Such a great song. This is the True Blue Podcast. I'm your host, Zach Sucardi. That song was called Billy, by Uncle Skunk. I've probably mentioned this a time or two before, but they're a punk band from my hometown. That song is amazing. I mean, their demo is still fucking awesome. And it's not just, I mean, yeah, I would put it up, yeah, like against any fucking band's demo. It's so good. It's so, like, every song's so good. Oh, man, it meant so much to me. I looked up to them because my neighbor played drums for them, and I wanted to play drums and everything. Oh, yeah, I just thought it was the coolest that he played drums in a band, in a punk band. And then once I got into punk, you know, everything, I mean, it's just so cool. Yeah, and just, they used to have shows in their garage in Westwood, and there was this scene. You know, bands were playing at my friend's garage. Well, later, my friends, and then, so on. It was great. It was so great. I mean, seriously, it was so great. So I bought their demo probably, or got it from my neighbor, or whatever the hell. I still have it to this day. It's one of my favorite pieces of music all time. It'd probably be the tape I grab if my tapes lit on fire, my home lit on fire, and I had to grab one tape. It'd probably be the one tape that I grab. Yeah, just great. I can't say enough good things. Cannot say enough good things. And yeah, just so dope. And then the song that I end the show with is a song called 45 Second Hand Job, which is true. I found out it's definitely true. Yeah, that song's great too. So, I mean, seriously, it's probably 45 seconds. If not, it's really short. It's fucking great. So yeah, so really excited to still have that and be able to share it on this podcast. They're a great bunch of guys, especially the singer, Andrew. He's such an awesome guy. He used to let my band practice at that garage, like free. He wouldn't charge us or nothing. And then there was a time where he had to charge us, like his parents, of course, owned the house, and they're like, hey, you know, maybe you should charge your friends or whatever, you know, because they are using it. And the way he came in and had to tell us, you could tell he was so like, oh, guys, I'm sorry, but, you know, if that's cool. And we were just looking at him like, bro, of course. And we would try to, like, buy him beer and, like, hook him up. And, like, you know, we weren't trying to, like, you know, take advantage or not show appreciation, you know. So, but, yeah, it's like moments like that where people really, like, trust you and are just so generous and so kind with something that's so, I mean, the practice space is hard to come by, very hard to come by, especially in New Jersey, it seemed at that time. And that was right in our town. and we wrote like a bunch of songs there. It was so awesome, so awesome. So yeah, shit, I'm fucking doing session 33, episode 33, whatever. It's April 33rd. It's April 23rd, I guess today. 23. So that's cool, yeah. I went to the gym today, which was great. I swam. It's been feeling good. I've been swimming a little bit more lately. Feels real good. I like walk by the sauna and I look in there and I'm like, I like shed a dry tear or a wet tear, but not a sweaty tear like I want to be in that sauna. I love the sauna. It's great. I've always enjoyed it ever since I started working out in 2001. Always enjoyed the sauna. For many reasons. You know, all the health shit, all the mental shit, all the positive hardcore shit, all that good shit, you know. You know what I noticed today too? Alright, so probably something that's pretty obvious to all of us, but people who have license plate covers, what are they trying to preserve their license plate? You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. They're just trying to be like shady deals if they run a light or if like, I don't know, something happens. And like, I totally get hiding it from like those bullshit like red light cameras. I don't even know if they exist anymore. I never pay attention to that shit. I'm a pretty conservative driver. You know, I just go on cruise control and just, you know what I'm saying, enjoy that desert air. But yeah, just, you know, I was driving behind someone today and you couldn't see anything. And I thought to myself, people who like have their driver's license or their license plate rather covered, it always feels a little shady. You know what I mean? I'm all about saying fuck you to those cameras and like, you know, not getting a ticket. That's awesome. But it always feels a little shady. And what's even worse, and I know I've talked about this before, are people who don't have any kind of plates or anything. And it just looks like a stolen car or like a ghetto car or something that's up to no good, that if they hit into you, they wouldn't give a shit. They would just keep driving. And good luck trying to get any kind of whatever. So I always hate those. Like every time I see that, I always think if I were a cop, I would just like, yeah, I would pull them over 10 out of 10 times. You know, take them to jail or whatever. It just drives me crazy. But yeah, I always like, every time I drive behind someone who has that shit, I go, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Fuck you!
Exactly. So I went to the gym today, and the kid who like rang me in, his name was Tanner. He's like, he happened to be tan. I thought it'd be funny if you were a pale dude or whatever, and you were named Tanner, like a pale guy named Tanner. You know, I don't know. It's so stupid, but in my head, I'm like, man, that would be fucked up. You know, like if you're like, there's actually some congressman or someone here in town. I only know because of one of those lawn signs, but his name is Bill Tallman. Bill Tallman. I mean, what the fuck? That's hilarious, Bill Tallman. Imagine he was short. That would be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, a pale guy named Tanner, you know, it's something, right? It's something. All right, well, fucking A, we're just moving along. It's Friday night. Happy weekend for everybody. Hope everyone had a good week. Hope everyone is having a good night and all that good shit. So let's get on to the self-care tip of the week. Excellent day. So I chose, it's 15 ways to self-soothe. I don't think I talked about this before. If I did, fuck it, who cares? I'll probably be able to tell by the fourth or fifth one. And I thought this was cool. Just kind of a quick list, something to go over. 15 ways to self-soothe. Number 1, masturbation. No, I'm joking. That would be my list. No, I'm just joking. All right, let's see here. So 15 ways to self-soothe. This is actually from Millennial Therapist. What a name, Millennial Therapist. Shout out to them on Instagram. So that's cool if you want to check this out. So I'll just go through this. First one is validate your experiences and feelings. It's good to be validated. We all deserve it. We can do it for others. Why can't we do it for ourselves? Next is practice deep breathing. That shit helps. I've had a therapist help me like deep breathe over the phone even one time. It really fucking helped. And we like did it, and I guess it's meditating. And we did it in her office as well. It was really good. She wasn't the best therapist at all, but she was really good at that shit. Listening to calming music. That could be any kind of music, so I love that. I kind of, as the night grows on, I like more chill music. Sometimes I can switch it up and go like different directions, but usually it just becomes more and more chill, and it eventually goes to like jazz music. The next one is move your body. Gotta move it. You know, if you're in like a bad position, your posture, you're all condensed, no good. You gotta move around. I mean, that's obvious, but definitely deserves to be on this list. Next one is hug yourself. So you could physically hug yourself, yeah, sure, but I think this kind of means more like love yourself. Give yourself a break. Before you break down, you're going to need someone on your side. And here I am. Well, you don't need to look so pleased or sure. Yeah, that was a Morrissey lyric. I just forget the last line. You don't need to look so good or pizza. I don't know. Something. Anyway, hug yourself. However that looks. Next one is take a shower or a bath. Clean your fucking self. That shit does feel good. It's like you get an opportunity when you take a shower to like relieve yourself. You get to like kind of like cleanse yourself and really just start fresh. Especially after you shave. And for me, since I shave my head, it feels amazing after I shave my head and I'm out of the shower. It's a great feeling. You feel like brand new kind of. And the next one on here is stretch. With the moving your body, you got to stretch. It really helps. I have spent, now that I think about it, and I really never analyzed my like workout routine really, but I spent so much time stretching. Like literally, I'm holding each stretch for maybe like 15 seconds. I try to do like 3 sets of each stretch. I try to focus on from the top of my body to the very part of like, you know, the bottom with my feet. I don't do like a billion of them, but you know, what I've usually been doing is I'll do like 2 sets and I'll hold it for like 15 minutes since I do so many. But I'll usually do it every day or every other day or whatever. It really fucking helps. The next one here is spend time in nature. My brother today told me he went to Ramapo Valley, shout out to Ramapo, in New Jersey, and went for a hike, and he'd never been there. And I thought, wow, that's so cool, because I've gone there many times, had many experiences there. And it was his first time, so I thought that was really cool. And it's so important to be with like nature. It really is. It's like so cool. It's so cool that you can just get lost. You know, and there's like all of a sudden there's no one there. And I remember loving this, especially even in New Jersey. There's so many people. I would go to Ramapo and I would, you know, be hiking up the trail. And it would be sort of on an incline, and I would hike all the way down where there would be this like really nice like stream, brook, river, bunch of rocks. It was really cool. And I'd go down there and smoke my marijuana, and it was so fucking awesome. Listen to Broken Social Scene. It's just the best. So spending time in nature is just awesome. Next one here is journal. That one is great. And really try to get pen to paper, not so much on your phone. But if you got to do the phone, whatever, do the phone. But pen to paper, that really helps. Like you put in the work when you do pen to paper. I think that's part of it. It's kind of like showing up. You can say it, speak it, you can type it in your phone, but when you pen to paper, it's like really like doing the exercise almost, literally. Next one, it says wear comfortable clothing. I mean, fuck, right? I'm all about style, trust me. Showing yourself, expressing yourself through your style, through your clothes. But gotta be comfortable, especially when you're just self-soothing. This isn't necessarily like the list of how you should be every day or when you go out with your friends or whatever. So yeah, gotta be comfortable. I like one time my job had a like wear your pajamas to work day, and I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. And then when I got home, I thought, what the fuck is there to look forward to? I'm already in my fucking pajamas. What am I, just gonna lay around naked? And, like, that's great. I sleep naked, but, like, you know what I'm saying? So I thought, this sucks. No more of this. I'm wearing, my regular jeans or whatever the fuck. My chinos. So that way when I come home, I have something to look forward to. That's why you make your bed. You see your bed and you're like, oh, it looks so beautiful. I can't wait to rip that shit apart. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like that whole, just like enjoying it, setting yourself up. You work hard. You deserve it. Next one here says light a scented candle. I would suggest getting, I think they're calling Morning Star. They're an incense. It's great. I have this lavender one. It's so awesome. I think it's called Morning Star. And it's a lavender. So yeah, get something that smells good. Like get an oil or whatever the fuck. They have them at all those like hippie stores. They have some cool things too where they'll be like named like inspiration or like anti-anxiety or like Friday morning or whatever the fuck. And they have all these different aromas. And they're really cool. I definitely suggest smelling them. But yeah, getting like incense or candles, that's really good. Next up is repeat a calming affirmation. I have a couple prayer books that I read from. That's kind of how I do that. I do have a couple affirmations. Like one for the gym is Little by Little, which there's a great Radiohead song called Little by Little. And it just makes me think, you just take it a day at a time at the gym. You can't expect, results overnight. You have to kind of let time do its thing. You just got to keep on going. So I like that one. Sleep, rest is the next one here. So yeah, you got to sleep. Got to get them Z's. Next one is hydrate. Drink the water. This is some simple shit, but I mean really, really good, really like worthy of this list, worthy a spot on this list. All right, 2 more. Next up is engage in a creative project, ergo paint, or podcasts. Right on. This is what I do to be creative. I write poetry. I do this, play music, talk shit to friends, fantasy football. There's some creativity in that, believe it or not. And last but not least is speak to yourself with compassion. Compassion. Thank you, I'm hydrating. But yeah, really, speak to yourself with compassion. Very important. You got to look at yourself like you're a little kid and how you would speak to a little kid, or how you'd speak to, a friend of yours, someone that you love, or a family member, or whoever. You're that person to someone else, so why not speak to yourself that same way, with compassion? Love yourself. So yeah, there you have it. That's my my self-care tip of the week, 15 ways to self-soothe. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was again from millennial.therapist on Instagram. So check them out, check her out, check him out. I'm not sure what the dilly be. All right, so let's move on. Let's read some poetry. I'm going to read just a little bit of poetry here. And we're going to fucking check out some Haiku Moment, an anthology of contemporary North American haiku. All right, let's do this, motherfucker. All right, let's do some reading here. Spring clouds, the thoroughbreds nod through their breath. Where I spotted the deer, the deep worn path disappears into grass. Evening rain, the downrush of day into shadow. Frosted sedge grass, the crane on one leg holds the silence. Coming home in the empty bed, just winter moon. How delicately a black cat crosses the frozen field. Winter solstice, a snow goose lifts from its shadow towards the light. Full winter moon, the icicle shadow. That's awesome. On the bank, a single light moves through the trees. The bright silence of sun in a clay pot. Let me start over. The bright silence of sun in a clay pot. Listening as the wave retreats into itself. It's great. In the polished doorknob, we daily touch passage of geese. Ugh. Summer afternoon, a beach umbrella, no one comes to. Eaves pulling sound from the wind. I love that one. Moonlit night, the scarecrow's hat, bright with rhyme. These chrysanthemums appear so gaunt today, November wind. The white cat lowers its whiskers, first snow. Winter wind whistling through the holes of the mailbox. The goose stretching its shadow, stretching its neck. Winter fog, crow pacing their bare branch. Dark shadow of the white chrysanthemum, the quiet room. A mule rolling in the dust, the shadowy moon. Twilight seeping into the stone. White butterfly, so still on the black branch. Thunder, the mirror shifts into the frame. That's awesome. Spring wind sweeping the clouds from puddle to puddle. Heavy summer air, the black cat walks around in circles. One dragonfly, the whole rice field astir. All right, shit, there you have it. Those are pages 121 to 130 in Haiku Moment. Loving this book. So happy to be sharing it with everybody. It's just so cool. All right, shit, let's do the True Blue playlist song of the week.
Marijuana smells good.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Whoa, chill, relax. Yeah, dude, fuck you, bro. The fuck? All right, so the song I chose this week is by Pelican. It's called Pulse. It's on Pelican, or Self-Titled. Came out in 2003. I remember buying it at CD World. It was on Hydra Head, which is run by the singer of ISIS. And I knew that at the time. And I forget where I heard Pelican. I really do. But I remember buying this CD there. Yeah. And it was awesome because I remember you had to put it behind the counter. I remember exactly where I put it. I was excited at the end of the night to grab my stack of CDs. I think that maybe was a time where I just bought one, and I bought that. And it's great. It's instrumental, metal, sludge, doom. I guess you could say post-metal. This song, Pulse, starts off great feedback, and then it stops and the sludgy guitar takes over. Heavy guitars upon heavy guitars, very slow, very doomy. The drums keep it simple, they don't overdo it. The song, it gets heavier as it goes on. The way it starts out where the drummer's just hitting the crash cymbals for 2 minutes. Great harmonics throughout, very very much a dense combo of melody. And then this song ends with just the guitars, so very much a guitar-driven song. One of my favorites. One of the songs I used to love to put on and smoke a little marijuana back home. It's just because it's instrumental, you know what I mean? It doesn't have lyrics. That's what I love about instrumental music. You don't get distracted with the lyrics. It can fit so many moods because it's not necessarily the lyrics aren't sort of taking you in a direction or telling a story. It's sort of all up to you. So I love that, and I love this song for that. It makes you want to headbang really slow. Really slow. Great intro song for an EP, in my opinion. Just so heavy and dark. The EP's great. I used to work at a place called Hastings. They had like CDs, records, books. They had movies, a cafe. It's pretty cool. At the end of the night, I played this album, this EP, really loud, and people in like in the book section were like cringing and like kind of like, you know, like bracing themselves and stuff. It was really funny. One of my friends saw it and he said he was cracking up. So I always always enjoyed that. And then the song Mammoth came on, which is like I think it's track 2 on this, and it's just beyond heavy. So yeah, check that song out. I'm going to add it to the True Blue playlist, which I share on Instagram. It's at True Blue Podcast. I'm just adding every song I talk about on there, and just going to keep it going. Just so, you know, you can go to the playlist and just hit shuffle and, you know, just check out all the shit that I be talking about. All right. Hey, that was it, everybody. That's our show. Thanks so much for checking me out and hanging with me and letting me do my thing and helping me with my self-care. Hopefully I help your self-care and, you know, share some music and some, you know, poetry and all that good positive hardcore. All right, everyone. Well, hey, it was great. It was great chilling. I hope you have an awesome weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.